Hey everyone, welcome to Baka-Talk. I'm Wheeze. This is Boom.
Hello.
And this is Pyrolus.
Yo yo.
You don't need to remember Pyrolus because he's got nothing to talk about, but Boom is important to remember.
I am very important.
What's up, my ninjas? How's it be?
So do we just pretend he doesn't exist for
Yes.
an hour? Heck yeah.
He's just going to be there like, I see.
My fella's busy all week. Sons ago. I do have something. Just something quick.
Oh, yeah.
Manga that I love that only has 32 chapters because it just got axed. It's called the evil dragon that was sealed away from 1,000 years has now become my best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
Oh,
that?
yeah. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, it just got axed, and I just
Aw.
read the last chapter, and it's on such a cliffhanger. I'm like, Brett.
That
Right.
sucks. Just
Berserk.
wasn't popular enough, so they just canceled it.
I don't know.
Berserk
man. That
fans
makes
look
me
over
sad.
first
Berserk-
time.
Yeah.
I hope it comes back.
Huh.
It might.
Maybe
Animes and manga have a way of doing that.
Yeah.
I like it. It's only got
Besides
32
for No
chapters,
Game,
so.
No Life, obviously. But
Yeah, I actually need to
Isn't
see if
that
I can
getting
find
a
that on the
season?
Amazon.
people have been
Maybe
saying it's
not.
getting a season 2 since
I feel
The
like it was
pandemic
announced.
came out.
I'm gonna look it up.
it was like announced in 2020, I thought.
No Game, No Life,
Season 2.
2 release, whatever, just season 2.
Watch it's
At
gonna
the
come out like
moment,
next
there have
month.
been no announcement in regards to a second season of No Game, No Life. Okay,
What?
wrong.
There was legit an announcement like back in 2020.
Yeah, it hasn't been announced apparently.
What?
Wait,
I could have sworn me and Pyrolus were talking about this.
Yeah, No Game No Life movie was released like 4 years ago, I think it was.
Yeah, I know the movie was released because isn't that like No Game No Life 0 or
Yeah.
something? That was on Netflix for a while. But I could have swore they announced
I
a
guess
season
not.
2.
I guess it's just Devil's a part timer we're thinking of because that
Maybe.
never got a second season until this season.
I must be dreaming something because I could have swore I talked to Pyrolus about this back in the pandemic.
Yeah,
Dude,
I feel like
it's
it
the
happened
Mandela
too,
effect.
but
Like,
Must
guess
be.
not.
no, like legit. I was told that I swear, like a few months ago, they just turned on the Hadron Collider and discovered a new particle. But now I'm being told that this particle was discovered 10 years ago, and they haven't
What?
turned on the Hadron Collider for 10 years.
What?
Yeah.
I could have swore I heard that too. What?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Dude, why did they even turn it on in 2012 anyways? They fricked up the world. Like, look at us.
They're gonna turn on again. I think in like sometime this year they're planning.
Watch everything go back into place.
Dude, like
And the world's just like a utopia.
I'm the only one that remembers anything. I'm like, all right.
Obviously, it's just going to be me and you because for some reason I remember it too.
I go from being shipped over in Australia to sitting on a couch in a house that's mine with a wife. I'm like, what happened? How did I get here? It's gonna be like the song Talking Heads.
You're going to have like 3 kids.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, what? How?
You know, remember we married at 18. What? You've got a very successful business making tanks. I don't know how to do any of this. I'm going to lose my job I made.
You start Googling how to make tank.
So far, it's worked for everything else I've had to do.
Yeah, right? Okay, I legit done that 5 times this week at my job.
Yeah.
Like, somebody's like, how do you fix this? I'm like, I don't know. Googles it. Well, apparently, I just become an expert for like 30 seconds.
Legit, that's what I do. And everyone's like, wow, you're so smart. I'm like, I just read the internet.
Yeah.
I'm just literate.
I was looking at how capacitors work.
Yeah.
And I legit read like 3 articles on
Yeah.
like the basic premise of capacitors. And then I'm talking to my coworker about like I'm asking them a question about like if I should do this with a capacitor and something on a different like compressor and unit and stuff. They're like, I don't know, I don't got any electrical knowledge. And they're looking at me like I'm speaking Chinese to them. I'm like, I just read 3 things on the internet. How can you not understand?
The 1,000 volts equals 100 amps. Together that makes 10 joules, which then has to go over to here to this capacitor here, which is a 10 volt capacitor. Do you not know what I'm saying?
What was that?
What was what? The noise?
Yes.
That was me setting my arm down.
Um,
The table wasn't set properly.
I think I need to put like foam or something underneath those.
That's probably a good idea.
Anyways, we're
Anyways.
blabbing about random stuff.
Random Hey, Reese, what did
Reese.
you do this week? What are
Yeah,
you talking
what did you
about?
do? So that way we don't lose viewer retention.
I didn't do anything this week.
What? You guys got on me for 15 minutes last week about me not doing anything.
No. You were on YouTube Shorts. I was busy.
Okay, last week.
No, okay. You were getting on me before you found out about the YouTube Shorts for like 10 minutes about how I needed to spend more time doing stuff I want to do.
And I did do stuff I wanted to do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was under a car for 3 days straight.
I don't think that's one thing you want to do.
It was fun.
Last weekend, I had a bunch of stuff, and then, yeah.
Last weekend, we all had a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
I didn't. It was great. I loved it.
Wait. Not...
You're talking 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, 4th of July weekend. Yeah. Because after
Crazy.
Friday, then there was Saturday, and Saturday I did a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. We had the firework party.
I wasn't there.
Saturday?
Yeah.
You were there.
I was not there.
For what?
I was at the lake. I went to the lake. I actually drove past there. I saw the fireworks from a distance.
4th of July.
Wait. No, Monday.
Weekend.
This is Monday. Never mind.
What?
I was there Saturday. Okay, Monday is the day I wasn't there.
On the 4th of July.
On the...
Yeah, I just wasn't
I don't
there
look at this.
any
I
of the
don't look
days.
Are you talking last weekend or
talking-
2 weeks ago?
Last weekend. What happened last weekend?
They redid
You
the
said you
fireworks
watched
last
Thor
weekend.
Thor
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
and Thunder and
Last
stuff.
weekend was that. The weekend before that was the fireworks.
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay, so last weekend I had a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. This weekend you just watched a movie without me.
This weekend I'm
Without-
talking. This weekend was like 5 days ago or whatever.
It was 3.
That's
but
what
go
I'm
ahead.
thinking. That's last weekend
What?
because this weekend is 2 days from now.
When are you talking about?
I'm
man?
talking about. I'm talking about 5 days ago.
Okay.
Okay,
You were busy.
last weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
You said something about watching Thor.
I did watch Thor.
Did you like it?
I watched it on like Sunday, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I did watch it Sunday. I watched it with my family, with my brother and his fiance and her mom and my mom.
No, okay, don't mention the other person because we're gonna lose so many viewers so quickly
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and another person.
that we will not name.
Oh, you mean the woman that was on the podcast?
Yeah,
Ah.
Oh yeah.
that ends up ending viewers very quickly.
That's what happened. She was on the podcast and everyone's like, "Nope, not watching this."
That
not
actually
listening
got
to this."
really popular.
Okay, I'll mention it again. So my girlfriend was there too, and then
Other than in the Arab states.
yeah, and so we watched the movie, and then we left the movie theater, and we got ice cream.
You're literally explaining what you did. I just asked you if you liked the movie.
I got peach ice cream. It was pretty good.
Did you like the movie or not? Come on, man.
Yeah, it was a movie. So after the movie, yeah, it was.
I'm done.
It was a decent movie.
was your
It
favorite
was
part of the
totally
movie?
fine. What?
What was your favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part was probably when spoiler Thor.
Got naked.
No, right after that, Thor. That part was pretty funny though, because he was like, he flicks him. It's like in the trailer.
Yeah.
He like flicks him, and he's like, "You flicked too hard." And then then he's like, "Let me see who your companions are." And they all like stand up and they're like, "Nope, take off our disguise. We're good. It's like there. So that
The
was
Guardians
funny,
of the Galaxy are in this, aren't they?
but a little bit
Are they?
at the beginning.
Okay.
They're like kind of part of the best part of the movie. But anyways, the after that, spoiler warning, there's like Zeus who's like
Yeah.
questioning them, and he's just like this party and whatever, and Thor's coming to him and being like, "We gotta take down Gore the God Butcher because he's gonna kill us all." Thor just kills Zeus. He just throws a lightning bolt through his chest, which was pretty epic, and I wasn't expecting it to happen.
What?
Although he doesn't die, he's still alive
Oh.
in the end credit scene, which was disappointing.
Okay, don't spoil it too much because this legit came out last weekend. So
I'm gonna spoil everything. So the second half of the movie, the end of the movie was pretty good. The main villain was pretty good.
I was excited. I want to watch it because Christian Bale is Gore.
Yeah, he's really
And
good.
He's a really good actor.
That's the best part of it.
Yeah.
And then the first half is kind of meh. It's very comedic in the first half, and it's not very funny.
Why are you raising your hand on an audio only podcast?
Who is Christian Bale?
Batman. He played Batman.
In which Batman?
The trilogy,
Christian
the Dark
Bale
Knight Rises
one.
trilogy.
Okay.
The one with Hayden Christian. No, what's his name? What's
Oh,
the Joker's?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger as the
Okay.
Joker. He also played in this movie called Equilibrium.
I don't know that.
He's an American Psycho, I think, right?
I don't know what that is either.
Did he remake American? I think he is an American Psycho.
Yeah,
I don't
he's the
remember.
Psycho in American Psycho.
I think
pretty
so.
Sure. It's one of his
What
famous
else did he
roles.
play in?
He's a good actor.
He's a really good method actor. He does
He's good at meth, you said?
method.
Meth.
Like this man went from being anorexic, like for
Meth.
a role,
Yeah.
to morbidly obese.
Meth does that to people sometimes. Yeah.
No, he's a method actor.
Meth head actor. Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty good. The rest of the first half of the movie is just like a bunch of jokes, and it's not that funny.
Pyrolis
And
no longer
it's
gets speaking privileges.
Totally decent.
Oh no, I lost my voice. I can't speak anymore. Oh, my voice box right here.
Oh my goodness, you're just like Hyakimaru.
Why do you make me laugh every single time I take a drink?
It's your fault for taking a drink when I'm gonna make someone laugh.
Oof.
It was fine. It was. I
It
don't
was
know.
fine, and
It
that's the
wasn't
only
great.
thing you did.
I did stuff before that. I just don't remember it.
Sunday I did a selfish thing.
What?
I played Minecraft.
Dude, nice.
It was the only
Give me air high five. Air high
Yeah.
five. There we go.
It was the only thing I did that didn't involve working on someone else's vehicle.
Nice. That's cool.
I don't remember what I did this weekend. It was all blur.
Okay. Well, what did I do? I don't really want to talk about what I did right now because I feel like that's boring to people. I want to talk about something else.
Talk about
What do
you
you
built
mean
your
you built a
Gundam.
Gundam? What do you mean that's
Yeah,
boring?
I built a Gundam.
Is that all
That's
you did?
cool.
Okay, I legit actually built a Gundam for 11 hours straight.
That's pretty
He
epic.
finally did something for himself, like how I've been scolding him.
But I did watch Tokyo Ghoul Season 2 while doing it. That was fun.
What did you think of Tsukiyama,
Tsukiyama.
the French guy?
The gay dude?
He's not gay, but yeah,
He's not?
he's not. No,
Oh, I thought he was.
is that why you didn't like him?
No, I actually
He's
didn't
like-
mind him at
He's
first.
like Hisoka.
He's a little annoying with like his obsession of
Kaneki.
Kaneki.
Yeah,
Dude, he's great. in
But
the
I
manga.
legit actually thought that
in
his
the manga,
obsession,
he's amazing.
I thought his obsession with Kaneki
Mm.
was because he was actually gay. But-
No, it's
No,
because
he's
he
got the
tastes good.
Hisoka thing where he's just like, you taste really good.
yeah.
Well, that's the
And
thing with-
Hisoka's just like, I
that's
want
the
to
thing
fight
with
you really bad.
Animes, you can't tell if they're gay or if they're like Roswell.
You need to
No,
read
see-
the manga, like legit.
I want to. I have volume 1.
the manga. Is
He's
so good.
food sexual. He likes good food.
legit though.
Just like Hisoka is like battle sexual. He likes good battle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
like
Yeah.
I was kind of happy when I thought he died.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, finally he will stop complaining. And then I was depressed to know that he's actually still alive out there somewhere.
He's great in the manga.
Haunting my dreams.
He's just chilling the whole time.
It's kind of creepy when he takes the girl
Mm,
to the restaurant
mm,
and then just like goes and has a moment in the bathroom.
yeah.
I'm like, that's not at all creepy.
In some
When
scenes,
he's like, he's now got this handkerchief of Kaneki's blood. And he's like trying to suffocate himself with this freaking plastic bag with the handkerchief inside of it. And I'm just like, man, I know you're a ghoul, but like you're shouting at the top of your lungs in this public restaurant's bathroom. Like I'm just imagining this girl, this like little like 12-year-old girl sitting there after everybody's seen this guy with her. He goes into the bathroom and just starts screaming to himself about
He's
Doesn't
hearing
that happen in the first season?
that. That happens a couple times.
It happens
Yeah.
He
multiple
does it a
times.
lot, which is one reason I don't really like him because I'm like, eh.
It's not
He's
so bad
great in the manga.
And the manga
He's-
is amazing.
He's
I love
just
him.
chilling. He's just like, I don't want Kaneki to die because he looks really good to
Yeah.
me for food.
Like, he's
so
like-
I'm just gonna protect him and just like help him out and
Legit,
whatever
yeah,
he wants
like,
to do.
The only man that's allowed to eat this man is me.
Yeah. So
Anyone
yeah,
else that tries, I beat them up.
he's great. So he's just like, yeah, I'll hang out. He's like, I'm gonna eat you
No,
eventually. And Kaneki's like, yeah, cool. Can you just help us out with this thing first? He's like, yeah, I'm good.
Kaneki legit uses them.
Yeah,
it's sick.
I mean, it's kind of happens that way in the anime, but not really. It's more like
How do you think about so start at 1,000, count back by 7.
what is 1,000 minus 7?
Yeah. Do that.
I can't do that.
Do that now. I'm going to get the snippers.
Please don't. It's 994.
Let's do it again. Oh, so you're wrong. It's 993.
Ah,
there goes the
frick.
It's longer in the anime, but it's like more painful
So
in the manga.
technically-
that
You know why he
art
did that in the
is
in the-
messed
Technically,
up.
that main scene is in season 1 episode, the last episode.
Yeah, it is.
But the beginning of season 2, which I did not watch Sunday, I actually watched that way before, because I was on a roll with season 1. I wanted to see what happened. That was legit insane.
You know
That
why he
was
had him
cool.
count, right?
Yeah, it's a mind-breaking technique.
No, let's keep him sane.
They explain it in the anime,
Yeah.
which is cool.
It's not mind breaking. It's just like awful.
I'm kind of
I'm
I'm confused about the hair. Like, I think it's just me overthinking it.
It's-
but
It's
the
an
hair-
actual thing.
It's an actual thing. His RC cells became too much,
Okay.
so like it kind of took him over.
They explain that in the manga, I'm guessing.
They kind of explain in the anime and Tokyo
don't?
Ghoul Re.
Oh, and Re, okay.
But in the manga, they explain a lot more.
They don't
yeah.
really explain anything about the RC cells or like the weapons or anything like that. They show where they do the lab testing
Mhm.
because that one kid, the one with the stitches,
Yeah,
gets like
Juzo.
the scythe.
Yeah.
Juzu, which is an amazing character. I love
Juzo.
the scene where they're
He takes
raiding
the motorcycle.
mall. He just like runs up in there and then he's just like,
Hey boss, I'm gonna
dual-wielding.
borrow this.
He's
You're-
dual wielding the MP5s through
Yeah.
the hallways. Like, that's amazing.
It's actually scientifically proven that your hair can turn gray from stress.
Ah, frick.
Yeah, but that's not why Kaneki's turned gray. His turned gray because of RC cells. He just like the ghoul and him kind of like overtook him, and like the RC cells went through him, and basically he became more powerful.
Yes.
So here's a little bit of, I don't think the anime explains this if I remember right, but Rize is an American ghoul. She's from America. In this world, Japan, the Japanese ghouls are some of the weakest ghouls.
Yes.
The strongest ghouls are from America, followed by I think like Russia, then UK. Rize being an American ghoul coming to Japan.
Is that why
basically-
she was like able to binge eat for such a long time?
Yeah, because she was the strongest, basically one of the
Makes
strongest ones there.
sense.
And then all of a sudden, Kaneki comes along. They get some steel pipes dropped on him from thanks to the Acme Foundation, and then he becomes one of the strongest schools there.
Okay, I want somebody to legit do an edit now of that scene.
They have,
But when the pipes fall, just act me.
they have, yeah.
They have.
Yeah,
That's
it's great.
amazing.
But
No, I just want them to cut out the pipes and just do the acme 1,000-pound weight.
But no, so he's basically one of the strongest schools in Japan.
It makes sense because he's like that Nephilim. That's kind of what I imagine the half human, half ghoul, because they're already a little bit more powerful.
Well, the issue is like he's so a normal half breed doesn't exactly need to eat human flesh. A
Exactly.
normal half breed can sustain themselves off of normal food,
Right.
but Kaneki can't. He's a little bit more ghoul,
Right.
so that's really messing with his psyche. I want you to realize that this man isn't eating properly
I know.
throughout this entire thing, and he's somehow alive.
Yes.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
For him.
Fluffy.
Well, and then he goes crazy and starts being a cannibal in season 2.
Yep.
They kind of go down this route where they start turning him into like this like ultra ghoul or
It's
ghoul
called a-
eater.
It's a kakuho, I
Yeah.
believe is what it's called.
Kakuho?
Or kakuju. something.
Yeah, it's a kakuju.
Yeah, kakuju.
But then they like drop it.
It comes back.
Okay, well at the end of season 2 it doesn't.
So it's
How
basically
does season 2 end of
So-
the anime?
There's always that joke if anybody's ever seen the
still
bridge of Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah,
That Kaneki is still walking and Toka's still running.
that's how it ends.
Not really. So Toka gets to. So Kaneki and his best friend, they're hidden up inside the tea shop, right? Well, Kaneki's best friend dies,
He is like, eat me, bro, please.
and then so Kaneki just lights the whole place on fire for some reason, and then
Nice.
walks out.
He didn't light it on fire. That was just an accident.
Oh.
That happened.
Anyways, he walks through the Japanese police, basically the whole task force, and just kind of walks
The
down the
CCG.
road. All he's doing is walking down the road. It's implied that one of the inspectors like fights him,
So
but it's also not because they show the inspector like standing his ground against him, like they're like in the snow together and they're like facing each other. Like Kaneki's got his best friend in his arms, the other guy's got like his
Is it the
weapon.
main inspector guy that's like
No,
arms
it's
fight?
the one with-
Arma, the
Oh,
white-haired,
it's, okay.
yeah, the white haired guy.
Oh,
But then the
blue-haired.
next scene after the helicopter passes is just blank. You see the footsteps, but there's like no blood, nothing like that.
Huh.
So it's like a very visually weird scene.
The manga's very.
The manga's
After
very
that,
different.
I forgot her name already because I can't remember. Toka runs up to the tea shop, sees it in flames, and then the big ghoul guy in the trench coat. I forgot his name.
Is it Yuji?
Yuji. Anyways, the big quiet guy. He's like, let's go, let's get out of here, and she does. And then the ending scene is her opening up her own tea shop, looking down the street and possibly seeing Kaneki. That's how it ends. And they're like,
Yeah,
we're done.
So
That's another reason I didn't really like it.
Do you want to know how the manga
I was gonna
ends?
explain that.
I don't, because I want to read it.
Okay.
I legit really love this world and this setting,
It's
and I feel robbed by season 2.
You
It
could've-
had potential, especially the first couple episodes
Mhm.
after season 1. It had potential. And then all of a sudden, it goes into like this melodramatic, a bunch of people have wishy-washy feelings,
Mhm.
and then there's like this really lackluster fight at the end. It
the
felt-
manga couldn't be more different than that.
The
That's
manga is very
crazy.
different. So when it comes to the whole cannibalizing thing, him being a cannibal, as you notice from the anime, messes with his psyche a lot.
Yeah.
And just in general, his body's not. His whole thing, he's not used to anything. He just got tortured. Now he's a cannibal.
Yeah.
And his body's like, I killed people. I can't believe I killed people. And he's like, don't
Well,
talk to me.
Also, he kind of let the girl that he got the organs from,
Mhm.
he kind of let her like take over when he was in the torture room.
I need to reread this manga.
Kind of. It felt like they were doing that, where they were having that inner dialogue.
Mhm.
He was having that inner dialogue with her, and then he was like, "Okay, I'll let you." He didn't. I don't think he said take over, but he implied like, "I'll let you be one with me." And then he gets the white hair, and then goes berserk on the torturer guy, and just like eats him.
If I remember right, he ate her, didn't he?
He did not eat her.
Was that,
There's
was
this
that just
whole
a-
lovey-dovey, not like lovey-dovey, but like this like mellow, this dramatic, like they're in this flower. Oh wait, no, he did eat
I'll say
her,
he does eat her because the white flowers
But-
turn red.
but she wanted him to eat her.
Yeah,
which is
because he consumes her. He basically accepted her as part of him.
yeah,
And
So,
then
okay,
from there,
I
his
remember
mind
that
goes complete bonkers.
yeah, and then he eats that guy, and then for some reason he lets loose the lackey of that guy for some reason.
Well, you're talking about the blonde-haired guy, right?
Yeah, he was a weird.
It makes a
character.
lot more sense in the manga.
I feel like everything makes more sense in the
does.
manga, and I
It's
feel
not
like
even
I
the
just
same story.
I
It's
just
not.
need to read it. 'Cause
You
it
should.
Sounds so good.
You should read it. I definitely recommend it.
That's one reason I don't want to watch yet.
Oh, you can watch Read without reading the manga. You'll be fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to read the manga. and
If
then
you want to do that first, go for it. I'm just letting you know you'll be fine. If you,
what would you suggest?
I'm always going to suggest read the manga just in general, but you don't have to wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna read because the manga ends and it's
No.
like
Yeah.
I want to know what happens. But
It's an amazing
Re's
story.
not that long either. It's only like what 4 volumes or something.
no, it's longer than that.
It's
got
longer. It's like 24
100
volumes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow,
It's
I
got
didn't know it went on for that long.
179 chapters.
Oh wow, that is like 24 volumes.
And in the first section of Tokyo Ghoul happens in Tokyo Ghoul. Hold on. Yeah, it's Tokyo Ghoul Re chapter 94.
It's
I
actually
believe,
longer
page
than the main series.
35.
Legit, everybody on Twitter, that's the only thing they share from Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, it's actually longer.
They share
than
the
main
panel
series.
where the one girl, I think it's what's that girl's name?
Toka.
Toka, I think it's Toka, is talking to Kaneki.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're a virgin, aren't you?" And he just like drops the coffee.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they show, and then they show the sex scene. Just like there's got to be more to Tokyo Ghoul, right?
Yeah,
Nope.
that's legit the only scene in the entire show.
The whole show
Like,
is just
the-
ramping
the
up to that
anime,
moment. There's
like,
nothing else.
The anime like stretches that more than the manga. The manga is just like 2 panels, like I see a nipple, and it's like done. Like I was reading Tokyo Ghoul with my dad in the car, and like was not expecting. I was like, okay, we're finishing this another time, Dad.
That reminds me of the time I got my first like manga volumes, and it was Soul Eater. I think I said this before,
Mm.
but I was flipping through it with my mom and my
Oh,
sister
yeah, I
in the
remember
room.
this.
And the freaking centerfold colored page was the Witch Blair fully naked.
Yeah.
I'm just like, boom, throw it on the bed, open up the next volume. I'm like, what's in this one?
What's in this one?
You're just the meme of the guy that's like goes into class, opens
With
up
the
his
computer.
computer, yeah, and then just yeets
You're
it
the
across
meme
the
of the guy who was like, "Hey son, just so you know, I let your cousins use your laptop. They're watching the anime in the homework folder." What?
Oh, that's great. Yeah, my sister wanted to look through that volume too. I'm like, no, you can look through this one. I just hand her Kami-san. This one's wholesome.
She finds the one scene that isn't wholesome that you somehow skipped.
Yep.
Yeah, for some reason they do have Kami-san in her pajamas with a hairdryer, blowing her shirt up a little bit. Like, I was just like, okay,
What do you mean for some reason you've never done that
art
before?
art on manga volumes are weird
Yeah.
and overly sexualized for no reason,
It's true.
That is true.
and I don't get it. I do get it because it sells.
Yeah.
But like you have Kami-san, which is like the most wholesome like love drama comedy, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing really sexual in it whatsoever, and then for some reason they have weird like arts of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't get it.
I don't know.
Are you
Like,
talking about this scene?
Yes, that scene.
I was picturing something different.
I mean,
picturing,
it's
like,
really not that bad.
Yeah.
But you look at the whole Kami-san manga, especially,
Yeah.
I think that's volume 3 or 2 or something.
Mhm.
Nothing has happened sexually in that.
Yeah.
The closest sexually they have gotten to is where one of the characters, the main guy character, I'm gonna say his name wrong, but Todano, I think it is Todano.
I don't know anything about the show.
Anyways, he goes up to her and he's like, "Can I ask you a favor?" And then she starts playing the cliche, like, "Of course, I'm your childhood friend. Of course, I'll do anything for you." It's just like, where do you want me in bed? Like, that's about it. Just like implies that he's gonna make out with her.
Nice.
No, I don't want that. And that's the only thing sexual in the whole comic, at least for like the first 100 chapters.
Then it goes all downhill from there. Like high school DxD is pure. Than
Now, if you log into any off-brand comic sites, there's definitely plenty of.
There's Dojin. I've seen it. There's Dojin.
There's a lot of.
Thinking of talking about pure wholesome stories, Made in Abyss season 2 is
There's
coming
Doujin.
out, and I'm so excited
I've
to
seen
keep
it.
watching it. But I haven't.
Made in Abyss.
Yeah, there's Dojin out there. I've seen it.
Yeah, there is. It's not right.
There's no tank Dojin yet. Come on, girls in the fandom community, get your crap together.
Actually, there's legit a tank dojin.
You're lying to me.
I'm not lying to you.
I'm using your Wi-Fi.
What?
But yeah, the pure wholesome.
I don't know if it's a full
Made in
dojin,
Abyss.
but there's a panel of a girl making out of a tank and then gets blown up by the tank. Anyways, Made in Abyss season 2 is coming out.
Yeah, pure wholesome Made in Abyss.
Heck,
I'm excited.
yeah. So, are
It's-
we gonna learn why the child killer, what's his name,
Bondrud.
Bondrud?
That's dad. In the
How much
series.
further he's gonna go to like kill?
No,
more
he's
people?
done.
He's not done.
They finished off his story.
No,
They're going to the next level.
I have found nothing.
Yeah, but he's still there.
Yeah, he's just hanging out doing his thing.
Oh, sure. He's just gonna hang out, do his thing.
Of course he is. He's not going to go
Uh-huh.
lower. He's going to kill
Sure.
himself.
Dude,
That's his
imagine
whole
being,
reason for his experiments is he doesn't want to go any lower.
Imagine
Why
being
are they
possessed
going
by
lower? That's
something.
like instant death, isn't it?
No,
Only if you go
it's
back
when
up.
you go back up.
Oh, duh. I'm retarded.
Yeah, that's
I
why.
can't say that. Dang it.
See, they went lower, so he's
Ah.
out of the picture because he's not going to go lower until he can figure out how to get back up
Makes
without dying.
without dying. Although with his armor thing,
No, he
I
figured
feel
it out because of the child backpack.
he didn't completely figure it out.
It
though.
basically worked.
It didn't completely work.
It basically worked.
didn't completely.
He
It
was flying around like a freaking Titanfall pilot.
turned Nanachi into a furry. I don't think he has it down yet.
I think
When you go from being
And they
a normal
destroyed
girl to
all
a
of his
furry
stuff.
girl,
They
then
destroyed
Reddit
all of
finds
his
you.
things, didn't they? I feel like they destroyed his batteries or whatever.
they destroyed his batteries, but his shop is still workable.
Yeah, I mean he could remake
That
him.
man is like
I don't know.
the-
I need to rewatch the movie. It was so good. I
He
only
still
watched it
has
once.
many minions.
That man is like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Iron Man. He will cut anybody up just to get a new gadget.
He's amazing. I love Bone Druid.
Bone Druid is creepy.
He's so cool.
I like to make.
I don't
my
know if it's the
couches.
art style. I don't know if it's the chibi art style mixed with like the gross, grotesque nature of his like his experience. I don't know. It just is unsettling.
Did he
He's
make
just a
Nanachi
great
for a
father
pair of
figure.
slippers?
No, he
What?
accidentally made Nanachi.
For a pair of slippers.
No, he
No.
legit was just gonna like leave Nanachi as like Nanachi.
She was an experiment.
She was just hanging
He
around.
loves
I read the
Nanachi.
manga. I know that.
He
Yeah.
loves Nanachi.
He's like, Nanachi, I can see through your eyes.
He loves all of
Bring
his
them
children.
to me.
Oh jeez.
They will make for good experiments, especially the cyborg boy. Bring them to me. How did I die to 2 flipping kids? What the fuck?
I don't like the fact that they made the cyborg kid. I forget his name. I can't remember
Reggie.
Japanese name.
It's Reggie. It's Simon. It's not Reggie. It's just Reggie. 'Cause
Reggie. I don't like
She
that they-
named him after her dog.
I know. I hate that they made Reggie like this character that we know is gonna like run out of energy eventually.
Mm,
No, he charges.
I forgot about that.
But he doesn't charge. He can't charge enough energy to regain his like. He has so many uses.
Yeah,
we
of
figured that
the-
out. The
of the-
hat.
I need to rewatch
thing,
it.
yeah.
No,
I don't
just his
remember.
power.
No, because he uses his arms like crazy. And just living takes power.
Okay, so in the anime, I haven't read the manga, so you might be seeing something different. But in the anime, they talk about how using the cannon uses like 1 use.
Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
just living takes it up slowly. So they make up this whole plot where, of course, he's going to have to keep on using the cannon to get past things. And he's eventually going to have to come to the moment where he's like low on energy. He's going to have to use the cannon to like.
I don't know, because like he started out as 0 when they found him. Then they charged him up and he was at like 10. Then I want to say like he was run low, then he got charged again by something.
I didn't. The only thing
remember
that
right.
I saw might have charged him is when he took all the energy from the base. And I'm pretty
Oh,
sure he
yeah.
used that up just to kill Bone Druid.
Bungie didn't die. Bungie's fine.
I'm pretty sure he
I mean
like
the
got
like
charged
the
up in
current
though.
Bone,
Yeah.
not Lizard Man Bone Druid or whatever.
Everybody
it is
loves
now.
Bone Druid. Bone Druid's amazing.
Dude, Bone Druid is a great.
I need to rewatch the movie.
Subarashi.
I love it because they're like fighting him and like beating the crap out of him, and they have this whole like a thing where they like throw him low enough, and then like boy brings him back up so that he like goes through the
Boy brings him back
transformation.
up.
Yes, boy.
Boy.
And he's like just encouraging them, and it's like, wow, this is an excellently done plan. I'm so impressed as they're like beating the crap out
You know,
of him.
there was an easy way to do it. Like legit, they could just throw him down into the lower layer below,
They tried.
and then Reggie could just bring him back up
And
because
then-
he's just a robot.
Yeah, that's
boy.
what they did.
Yeah, they did that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They were
And
trying
then
to
he
do that the
transferred
whole
over.
time.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
and then
yeah.
he gets crushed like by like the boulder, and the guy just like walks over, rips the helmet
Yeah,
off the
puts it
corpse,
on, he's like,
puts it on. It's like,
I am Bone Druid now.
okay, very nice.
And then he turns into like a lizard man.
He's sick. Yeah,
Dude, imagine
he does that.
imagine your people being so devout to you that they'll just like, yeah, I don't really care about my consciousness. Here you go,
I'm
Bone
pretty
Druid.
sure those guys were like
His experiments.
his experiments
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they all are, which is why they all have to wear like a helmet.
Yeah,
it's sick. It's great.
It's legitimately sick.
It's sick. He's
It's
such a good
shit.
father.
He's a
Oh, I
great
love
dad.
it.
he loves his daughter.
He
so
loves
much.
all of his daughters.
Oh, made her the most useful part of his present.
Oh, she just wanted to be useful, and she became the most useful.
Daddy's a little ball of
It's
joy.
so sweet.
I'm disturbed on so many levels.
So
She-
anyway,
though I thought she was gonna make it, and then she ended up. Now I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
on another
what a
wholesome
good
note,
dad.
I've been okay. I finished the first season of Classroom of the Elite.
Yeah.
This anime has kind of a dumb premise and has kind of bad side characters. Like one of the villains is just so unbearable. He's like awful. Most of the like
Does he
villainish
crunch
characters.
his chocolate?
So no, he's worse than that. He's just a jerk. He just has these like random people that do what he says for kind of no reason.
Oh,
And he's just kind of there. And he's got this like evil plan. Like at one point he had a plan and it was kind of cool. The rest of
Yeah.
the time he's just a jerk. But I feel like they could have done so much better with the like antagonist of the story, because the main plot is like they're in the lowest class, which is D class. They want to get to A class, and you get like points from doing stuff in the school for it.
Mhm.
And they have like these special tests. And if you do well on those, you get extra points. If you do well on like your academic tests, you get extra points. And the idea is that this is the most like prestigious school. It's the most difficult. It like actually trains you in real life scenarios and stuff. So the whole thing is is very like set up in this weird manipulative way. Like one of the things, they just drop all the kids off on a deserted island and they're like, go live for the next 7 days and see if you can survive. Also, here's some points and you can use them to buy necessities like bathroom, and like you can buy whatever you want.
Yeah.
But you will any points that are left over from this go to your class total, which will help you like rank up if you want to beat the other classes. So, and then there's like this whole other game where it's like it's got a very like mind game, like weird situation thing where they have to like figure out these problems. And in that one, it was like, there's a leader of each team. And if you can figure out who the leader is and guess them correctly, you get 50 points, they lose 50 points. And then if you guess wrong, you lose 50 points and stuff like that. So there's all these like rules and stuff around it. And so the main character is the best part about it because he's super laid back. He does everything from the background, and whenever he does something, he like sets it up so other people take credit for it.
Yeah.
So he's very in the background and nobody really pays attention to him that much.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to like what's actually happening, he's the one pulling like all the strings in the background. He's super cool. The end of the first season had an awesome reveal, which was his motivation, because you don't really know why he's doing this the entire time until the end of the first season, which was super cool.
Was it for his mom or for the friends he made along the way?
No, it was very I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was a cool reveal.
It was for a girl. What a simp.
And then so like there's his character's super cool, and some of the other like side characters near him are cool, but the villain, like the opposing teams, are awful because they could have been super cool. It could have been like, there's one team, there's B team's cool. It could have been just like
B team's
these
always cool.
All these people have the same goal as like the main characters of they want to get to like A class or stay as A class. So it would make sense for them to just be like manipulative and like working in the ways that they do. But instead you've got this like dude that looks like he's 40 with a bald head that like is kind of just bland and is also kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
And it's like there's that guy, and then there's his opponent who's like of A class. There's like these two factions within A class. The C class guy is just like this scum drug lord guy, and he sucks. And then B class is pretty cool. But it's like they all could have just had the same motivations and stuff as the main characters and been pretty chill, but they're all just like it would be cooler if there was more of them that were like kind of quiet and laid back and kind of manipulative and stuff. Yeah. And all these guys are just like dumb brutes for the most part. Like they have plans and stuff, but they're just kind of, I don't know. They kind of suck.
It legitimately sounds like the classic high school power struggle.
It is, yeah. It's really good because of the main character. And like the story around it. The other thing is the side characters that aren't like the main side characters are all like the dumbest people. They're all so stupid. Like all of the classmates except for the main ones that you follow are just like this super generic, like somebody said something, so that's what I believe in. And just they're all just like that follow the crowd, like super generic. Nobody has any opposing ideas. They're just like, there's a bad person in our group, so we should do this. And all the people that are like with that person are just like, yes, we should.
Not to cut into that conversation. I was looking for a new wallpaper for my computer. And the site was like, hey, we use cookies to do advertisement, social media, and analytics. Do you want to allow cookies? Yes or no? And I'm like, well, not really, because you're just going to give me ads.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no. And they're like, you have denied cookies and advertising. We understand your choice. Unfortunately, we are an advertised RAND website, so you can't have access anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. They just like locked me out. I'm just like, really? Because of cookies?
NordVPN.
Nice.
You have my data anyways. Anyways, continue. I'm just kind of mad about that. Anyways.
So yeah, the side characters, like this is supposed to be an elite classroom of like the best people or whatever, and they're all just morons. Like even the A class people are stupid.
Actually, I'm back.
So I don't know.
I'm back. This site is now asking for my money.
I see.
My fellow Americans, I have once
They
again
want donations.
come to your
They want
come to ask for
donations.
financial
But
aid.
okay, I'm done.
Very cool.
Screw you, Sai.
Give them a penny.
I got what I wanted anyways.
Give them a Vietnamese dong.
Anyways, okay.
So yeah, that's all I have to say about the show. It's pretty good. I like
It
it.
sounds interesting. I
Wait,
just
didn't
don't
you start off saying it wasn't a good show?
No, it's a good show.
You
It's
said it
just
had a good
all
premise.
It's
Okay.
all of the side. No, it has like a dumb premise. All of the side. it's the
It's got a
school
dumb
thing.
premise.
I mean,
all the
it's
side characters
slightly
are trash. The most of the
pretty
people
much.
are basically bad, but like the main character's cool. I think it's a good show.
The main character and of the side characters around him, a few of the side characters are pretty decent. And then like the villain side characters are all mostly kind of trash.
Okay.
Although the second season started it out and some of the characters that aren't like the main side characters are actually doing things, so it's like, hey, check that out.
Hey, he
Oh,
studied
cool.
over summer break. Nice.
But yeah, all the people are just
So, where is it? It's anime. There it is. We're gonna do this. I'm asking you this. So, on the Likert scale to rate anime, I don't know where Blake got
they
this
just
from.
made it up.
Did they just make it
I'm
up?
pretty
Anyways,
sure
the
they just
Likert scale
made it up.
anime. 1 out of 5. How likely are you to recommend this to family and friends?
To family is like a 1.
Oof.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend like almost any anime to family, but to friends, it depends. If you're big into anime, it's probably like a 4, close to 3 or something
Okay.
like that. Like I did really like it, but it really depends on the person.
Okay.
So if you're like, for the average person, it's like a 2 because it's
Like that's legit like the most I've ever heard somebody try to get around a rating. You could have just said a number, but okay.
it's like a 3. I don't know.
We take this stuff too seriously. Haven't you ever asked me
If-
or Wheeze to rate something?
If I was recommending it to you guys, I'd probably say like a 4 or something because it is pretty
Okay.
good. It's worth watching. It's pretty short. It's funny.
On the Likert scale of anime recommendations, what would you rate Dororo?
I recommend
that's
that
like a
everyone.
4.
I'd recommend that to
It's like a
everyone.
4 or 5.
4? Like I get on the news and
It's
they're
a
like,
4.
you have one thing you want to say? Yeah, watch Dororo and then Steins Gate.
It's a 4 reaching towards 5.
Okay,
I'd say.
cool. That's all I want to ask. I just want to
Yep.
be annoying for
So
2 minutes.
on other notes, how do you eat your jelly donut?
No, we're not starting that. We've already asked that.
What else do we have to talk about?
I can talk about.
So, Assassination Classroom
what about
is an exact ripoff of.
I want to watch my uncle came back from another world so bad, but I don't have the time.
I kind of want to watch that too.
I saw
that
a
looks
clip
funny.
from it on Reddit, and it looks funny.
It's amazing.
He proposes to the red-haired elf lady,
Yeah,
and then she gives him a death glare.
yeah.
He freaks out, and then she like softens up because he's like proposing to her,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Yeah, I want to marry you," and he's like, "Oh," he's like totally confused.
Okay, so he doesn't know that he was. So basically, in the manga, I'm not sure what part of the scene was or what the scene is talking about.
I have no context. That's all I saw.
In the manga, he didn't ask her to marry her.
Oh.
Basically, he made a ring. He was like, "Yeah, has some pretty cool
Oh,
enchantments."
that's what it was. He didn't. He proposed.
Here you go.
It looked like he was proposing to her. He was like, "Do you want it?" And then she like death glares at him. He freaks out, and then she's like, "Yeah, I want it."
He's like, "Fine, you don't. I don't want to give it to you." He's like, "No, I want it." Okay. And like he does it later on with another girl, and she's like, "Well, I'm his first wife." He's like, just knocked out because they accidentally knocked him out for some reason. And they're arguing over him, and then they go to sleep, and then like he wakes up, sees that they're asleep, and runs away because they just knocked him out, so he's terrified of them.
That sounds
So he
amazing.
technically had 2 wives, but he was too scared of them.
I want to watch this show.
I wanna
It sounds
watch it, too.
awesome.
It's amazing. I mean, the whole premise of that is the fact that he was sent there before he knew what a tsundere was, because before it
Yeah.
became popular. So we just thought that he was hated.
Yeah,
That's great.
I find it funny where they imply that tsundere. Well, they don't imply. They say that tsundere existed before the title,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's a weird premise. It's kind of funny how they do that.
Yeah.
I find it funny as a storytelling.
Well, in all honesty, it's how you would realistically act to a girl who just beat you up. You'd run away from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny doing that, and then they imply that as soon as tsundere became known, everybody was fine with it.
Yeah, which I think actually happened, and I'm a little upset by it.
I don't know. In a certain magical index, Kamijo gets electrocuted a bunch of times by Railgun, and Railgun's the tsundere of this anime.
Yo, man, that's too intense. If I got electrified by a girl, I'd be like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm dipping. I'm packing my stuff.
She's mad because she was being harassed by a bunch of gang members.
Yeah.
And she's like a level 5 Esper, which is like one of the highest levels that you can be. She's
Yeah.
part of the 7 elite. So she's just like waiting to like fry all these guys. And Kamijo comes in to try to rescue her, thinking that she needed help. She, of course, being a tsundere, gets mad at him, tries to electrocute him, and since he can cancel out magic, he just does that, which makes her even more mad. And she ends up chasing him throughout the whole city, trying to electrocute him.
That's what I mean, my man. I don't care what kind of power I have. If a girl's trying to kill me, I'm done. That's red flag number one.
A couple episodes later, it's even better, because a couple episodes later, he loses all of his memories helping another person. Like, he's completely memory wiped. He's walking through the city. Railgun sees him, is mad at him still, goes to electrocute him. He freaks out, cancels out the ability, and she's like, "Oh, you're still playing that bullcrap move, aren't you?" And he's like, "I don't even know who you are." And she's even more mad because he won't say her freaking name to her. So he's just like trying to murder her.
She's just like, "You ruined my life. I don't even know
That's
who you are."
exactly what it is. It's like, you dishonored me. It's like, I don't even know who you are.
That's what I mean, man. Like, if a girl got so mad at me, like, but she for some reason liked me. If she liked me but still tried to kill me, I would just dip.
Pyrolis is
I wouldn't even recognize that
gonna
she liked
be
me.
getting married. He's gonna be at the altar, pulls out the ring. She's gonna give him a static electricity shock, and he's just gonna be, "I'm out of here."
Nope.
Throws the ring into the crowd, walks out the building.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do tsunderes, not gonna lie.
He's just like, "I'm selling this ring. I'm out. I'm done." She's like, "Wait, no, it's just an accident."
Yeah, I'm not up for an abusive relationship, not gonna lie. That's all that is. That's an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, we're married. Why are you beating me up? Stop it! I'm sorry. I walked into our room while you were changing."
We're married, dang it! I'm supposed to do this.
Please stop. No, don't get the beating bad again. Yeah, no, I just dip. I'm not up for that. Pyrolis is not down.
Okay,
Tsundere is a thing, though.
Tsundere is a thing.
Like,
It
it's
exists in real
a real
life, and it's
thing.
legit just an abusive person.
Well,
They can't-
not exactly.
Well, there's levels of tsundere. Like,
Okay, there's a thing of like kids in like really young kids that'll like pull the hair of the girl that they like.
That's a thing.
Like, that's the kind of thing that tsundere comes from, and anime is like, we pump everything to the max.
That's exactly what it is.
If you're gonna be a perv, that's your only characteristic. If you're gonna be abusive, if you're gonna be slightly mean to the person you like, you're gonna be straight up abusive.
and people are gonna love you anyway for some dumb reason.
There are legit people like that are grown up that don't know how to like show their feelings.
Yeah.
So they are legit just mean to people when they're trying to be nice. And that's
I don't mind. I don't mind that when it comes like being like, I didn't want to do it for you. I just did it for me. It's like, okay, that's kind of cute, you know, if a girl's doing that. But when the girl's like punching me in the gut, I'm like, I don't care about you anyway. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right.
There's a thing in One Piece where the Nami like beating the crap out of Luffy and stuff whenever he does something stupid, and it's funny because he's like immune to physical damage because he's made out of rubber, but like whenever she beats him up, he's always got like bruises and crap. And then someone like sent in a letter, it's like, why does he get like beat up when she beats him up? And he had some really weird answer about like how it's like a friendly, loving kind of like punishment or something, so he feels it more and it actually does damage.
That's funny.
That's what I mean, though.
Great.
Like, if I was a main character or something, like in this one manga I read, the guy actually walks on them changing. Like, they shared an in room, and they didn't like lock the door or anything, and just actually walked in. The one lady legit just pushed him outside into the freezing cold and locked the door on him. If that was me, I'd be like, yeah, I don't think they like me, bro. And then I just do my best to stay away from that person. And she can suffer with wondering, why doesn't he like me? Oh, I don't know, maybe because you left me outside in the snow, you know? Guy got frostbite from that, Janice.
There's actually a couple anime that are like that. I forget the name of them, but it was the premise of the animes I've seen that are like this is where the girl is kind of leading the guy on a little bit, but is also like a tsundere character. The guy gets up enough courage to ask her out, and she's like, "No, I just basically friend zones her and friend zones him in like a tsundere way." And so he just like, "Okay, I was pretending you don't exist." And the girl's just mad about it because obviously she still likes him, but like he's just like, "I don't care about you anymore."
Yeah, no, I legit do that. If someone likes me and I ask them, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't like you. I'm like, okay, that's cool, I guess. I'm gonna leave now. They get mad at me. That's on you. That's on you.
I want to see an anime where what happens is when you most misspoke and he asks her out and then friend zones her. It's just like, hey, I like you too. Let's be friends, and then leaves. That'd be amazing. Huge flex.
The only tsunderes I tolerate are Boom and Wheeze.
You know the best
I don't love
like
Shut
Shad
up.
character for getting the girls is Goblin Slayer.
He is, man.
He's amazing.
He legit friend zones them, and it's great.
He doesn't friend zone them. He doesn't even care. He's
No,
just
he
like
doesn't.
goblins.
He's like, I gotta kill more goblins. Like, but Goblin Slayer,
Bro, if you get friend zoned by Goblin Slayer, it's like a big accomplishment.
that is a big accomplishment.
That's just like
Dude, you could
That's
get
sick.
you could get family zoned by the Shield Hero.
dude. The shield, like, I just love the mentality of the Shield Hero and Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't care. And when people are like, I don't like it, like, yeah, cool, I don't care. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go back to doing what I was
the
doing.
Shield Maiden admits to like manipulating this situation to like get him to slay goblins, and then instead of like blaming who's actually involved with it, and she's like, "What are you gonna do with me?" And he's like, "Nothing. You're not a goblin." Just walks away.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
It's legit.
You mean the Sword
amazing.
Maiden?
The Sword Maiden.
Yeah.
You said Shield Maiden.
Oh yeah, Sword
That's-
Maiden. There's probably a Shield Maiden too. I don't know.
Rule 37. It's there.
There's a Shield. There's a Shield Hero probably.
Actually, there is technically a Shield Maiden if you watch Before You. I don't want to get hurt, so I maxed out my defense because she's a shield user in that game.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I don't know. That was a stupid.
Goblin Slayer's a Chad though. I love
He
Goblin
is.
Slayer.
Love him.
Yeah, it's great.
Man, that scene at the end of the movie when he tells a priestess, he's just like, I hope you'll keep enjoying adventuring with me, and I'm like, he's
Yeah,
changed.
That was great.
It's beautiful.
He's like Batman when Batman smiles for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I legit just realized one of the reasons why I like high school. There's this in like season, well now it's in season 4, but in the book after like the book I'm reading, in season volume 8, right?
Yeah.
He's going through the trauma of why he doesn't like the women,
Uh-huh.
and like then all of a sudden like all the girls get mad at him because he calls Rias by president
Yeah.
instead of
Uh-huh.
saying her name. She wants him to say his name, so
Uh,
they get all mad at him. He's like, why is everyone mad at me? Like, legit, I'm just trying to do my best to be the best I can be, and everyone hates me for it. He like starts getting depressed because everyone hates him. He's like, I don't even know why people hate me. And they finally realize, he's got some mental trauma. I think that's why he doesn't, I don't think he understands what's going on. And then they finally start being nice to him. It was like, there you go. That's how you handle it. You don't shun the man and be like, we all hate you now because you made one of us upset because you didn't understand the situation.
That's funny.
That's what happens when you hide your feelings. People don't understand, and all of a sudden confusion arises.
yeah, you just have to explain your feelings calmly to the person. You're just like,
Exactly.
I don't like you. I don't want to ever see you again. But I hope you have a nice day.
Well,
I'll see you
basically-
tomorrow.
Well, his whole mentality of it is like, no one's ever going to like him, and
yeah.
everyone's going to hate him for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah.
Not
he
hate
des-
him, but
he
no one's going to
deserves
like him.
it.
Exactly. That's what his point of view is on it. Ever since Rize did the mean stuff to him.
I see.
So then when he's like, hey, I think I might have the feelings for the president. And she's like, call me by my name then. And he's like, well, that's kind of rude. She's like, then get out of here. It's like, oh, God.
Boom just died.
It's basically
How
what
much
happened.
time do we have left on this podcast?
We
What
should
time-
be quitting right now. Oh,
Hey,
I just hit
okay.
my funny bone.
Thank you so much for listening to this awful episode.
This was
Next week, I will
horrible.
hopefully be a little more awake. And seeing how this was a pretty bad episode, go listen to our other episodes. You can watch them on YouTube. I should have made that the
Yeah, you can watch the sound thing
transition.
go up and down.
Yeah, we are Baka-Talk Studios on YouTube.
Baka-Talk Studios.
You can subscribe there. You can watch all of our videos.
Best BTS
You
around.
can do whatever you want to with the videos. You can like the videos. You can comment and tell us stuff, and maybe we'll reply. I know Boom sees them at least, probably.
What?
The comments on YouTube.
Oh, I try to reply to all the comments.
There we go. You can also check us out on Twitter, which is @TalkBaka, where you can just tell us random things and we'll reply and we'll definitely see it. And if you have something related to the show, we can talk about it. Or you're just like, what is your thoughts on this news or whatever? So you can check that out. What else is there? You can check out Pyrolus @Pyrolus2 on Twitter.
You can.
You can check out Boom @SirBoom9 on Twitter. You can check out me @KBW Author on Twitter. And from there, you can find a link to my YouTube channel, which is just KBW. I also have a shorts channel, which is called KBW Shorts, which is just some of my videos, random clips from my videos, and it somehow does better than the videos.
What's your subscriber count on the Clips channel?
Like 14.
Oh, okay. But you have better view ratings.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I have a couple announcements. The Baka-Talk Studios YouTube channel is gonna do shorts, and hopefully that'll get me enough confidence to do videos. As well as, I forgot to announce this 2 weeks ago when we started doing this. We have moved our release schedule from Monday at midnight to Wednesday midnight. So like when it's Tuesday at 11:59 and then it's midnight on Wednesday, that's when it'll release.
Oh, it's that like one point in time where nobody knows if it's Wednesday or Tuesday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's technically Tuesday, Wednesday, midnight,
Yeah.
and that's when it releases.
Very
So
cool.
I noticed that our viewers dropped, but then they'd spike up again on Mondays. So I'm like,
Ah.
oh shoot, I forgot to tell everybody. So of course it's at the end. So this is for our most dedicated followers.
Yeah.
So here you go. It's on Wednesdays now.
We care
so
about you.
Sorry about that. But
You can also email us at askbakatalk @gmail.com. Yeah, that's what it is.
there you go.
That's all. That's been all for me. I'm the Wheeze. I had 30 minutes of my last video and I cut it down to like 15 because I couldn't say the freaking lines right.
Wow. What?
Have a nice day, everyone. Ciao, meow.
Imagine telling a girl you like her just for her to punch you in the face and get mad when you try to run away from her.
Imagine being Pyrolus. See you all.
Bye. It's an awful life to live. Don't do that.